Nahoya, the Monster Inoue!
Fighting out of San Antonio, Texas by way of Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico. Here is Ramon Dinamito Cardenas.
Unti-unti na pong napapaghalataan itong sina Uya Inoue na wala ng boxing fans ang may gustong pakaabangan ito pong kanyang ginagawang palabas. Ito po'y dahil sa hindi niya kalibel ang kanyang mga kinakalabang boksingero at para sa mga lehitimong mga boxing fans ay hindi sapat ang mga naipapanalo mong mga laban kung ito naman ay mula at galing sa lahat ng mga mahihinang kalaban na hindi pumantay sa iyong kakayahan. Kaya naman po'y napapaghalataan na rin ni Inoue na sa kanyang paparating na laban kung bakit nga ba walang interesadong bumili ng mga tiket sa kanyang laban kontra dito kay Ramon Cardenas, na kung saan ay sinisisi na nga po nitong si Inoue ang kanyang promoter na si Bob Arum dahil sa kakulangan kuno nito ng aksyon para ipromote at pag-ingayin ang kanyang laban sa Amerika. Hindi po kasi ganun kakitid ang utak ng mga lehitimong mga boxing fans sa bansang Amerika para manood ng laban na kung saan ay alam mo na kung sino at kung ano ang kalalabasan ng laban. Ikaw, kayo po mga idol, gagastos po ba kayo ng pagkalaki-laking halaga para masaksihan ang laban kahit alam mo na ang kalalabasan ng laban kahit hindi pa ito nagsisimula? Aminado si Inoue na kailangan na niya na talaga gumawa ng ingay at harapin ang mga kalabang sinasabi na papantay dito sa kanyang kakayahan. Kaya naman po ay pagkatapos po ng laban na dito kay Ramon Cardenas ay harapin ako nitong si Inoue ang dating Unified Super Bantamweight World Champion na si Murod John Akmadaliev at ang undefeated knockout artist na mula sa bansang Japan na isa ring 3 Division World Champion na si Junto Nakatani. Pero bago po yan mga idol ay kailangan muna ni Uya Inoue masiguradong manalo sa kanyang paparating na laban na ito. Bagamat sa laban ay diniklara na agad na heavy underdog itong si Cardenas na kung saan ay sinasabi na pagkain lamang di umano nitong sina Uya Inoue ang American prospect na si Cardenas. Si Cardenas ay mayroon pong kasalukuyang kartada na 26 na panalo may isang talo at may 14 na nanakaw dito sa kanyang 26 na naipanalo mga laban. Bagamat po mahinang boksingero kung tignan ng karamihang mga boxing fans, ay hindi din po kasi talaga matatawaran ang kakayahan nito na tumalo lang naman ngayon ng mga boksingerong mayroon pong magagandang kartada. May lakas din at diin ang mga suntok nitong si Cardenas, bagay na naging dahilan kung bakit isa siya sa mga napisil na makakalaban nitong sina Uya Inoue para sa paghahanda nito sa kanyang mabibigat na laban at paparating na laban. Minsan na tayong sinampal ng isang pagkakamali mga idol at ito ay nung na-underestimate natin ang kakayahan nitong si Lamont Rose na hindi kuno tatagal sa undefeated knockout artist na si Gervonta Tank Davis. Ito ay dahil sa mababang knockout ratio nito na mas mababa pa dito kay Ramon Cardenas. Pero ano nga ba ang nangyari? Di ba kamuntikan pa nga pong talunin nitong si Lamont Rose ang undefeated na si Gervonta Tank Davis. At dahil dito ay kaya naman hindi natin masasabi sa kung ano nga ba ang pwedeng kalabasan ng laban. Pero ang akin pong masisigurado dito mga idol ay sigurado na magpapakitang gilas sina Uya Inoue sa mga kano na manunood ng kanyang laban. Ngayon sa tingin nyo mga idol, may pag-asa nga ba na makasilat itong si Cardenas sa laban na ito? I-comment nyo na po ang magiging komento mga idol para sa gayon ay ating mapag-usapan dito sa ating comment section. At bago po natin masaksihan ang laban na yan ay may ihahain po muna ako na laban sa inyo. At ito na nga ay ang unang laban ni Uya Inoue sa Amerika na kung saan ang kanyang nakalaban ang Amerikanong si Antonio Nieves. Sa unang round pa lamang mga idol ay pinaramdam na agad ni Uya Inoue dito sa kanyang kalaban ang matatalim niyang suntok na kung saan ay bumabato po ng malalakas na kombinasyon si Inoue na kanyang pinapatama dito sa uluhan at katawan ng kanyang kalaban. Matatalim na suntok agad ang pinupukol ni Uya Inoue kung saan ay gusto nitong agad-agad iparamdam sa kanyang kalaban kung bakit nga ba siya tinaguriang the monster ng bansang Japan.
Underlines the fact that is often set up by such glowing things. This being his American TV debut, people want to see what he's trying to also punch with Inoue. There's obviously a couple shot. Good shot from the other. Right hand by Nieves to the body, and the other guy's coming down from 122 pounds. know, the guy coming on the first fight for Juan Francisco Estrada, it was having his feet flat on the canvas behind the jab on a classic 1-2. There's the classic 1-2 again. He says his best punch is his left hook. Canvas is aware of the jab, so a couple of times, Inoue leads with the left hook. With a series of punches of his own.
Inoue tries to set his stuff up, and yet is feints and feints.
Spins the jab. Maximum impact.
Has been a little bit wide. But you can see the force that Inoue
With authority.
vicious left hand to the body. Inoue, 115 pounder, overwhelming offense anyway.
Well aware that he's up against a guy who's regarded as a monstrous talent. He said, of course, exactly what he's supposed to.
He's never out of position. And that's the same thing you see with Inoue right now. He's always in position to punch.
He has an idea of what he wants to do in there.
Which is presence in the ring. With one good hard counter left hand shot that landed on
Inoue
Inoue.
to punch and punching with him to land his own shot.
Bagamat gusto makipagsabayan ng kalaban nitong si Inoue, ay makikita dito sa laban na ito na mas nangingibabaw ang lakas nitong si Inoue. Bahagi po napapahinto si Antonio Nieves sa oras na gumaganti na ng suntok si Inoue. Hindi kinakaya ni Nieves ang makipagpalitan ng suntok kay Inoue. Kaya naman hindi na nito malaman-laman sa kung paano nga ba siya makakalamang sa laban.
After fight, so he has had one knockdown scored against him, although he says it wasn't because of a punch.
So small, you go, boy, he hits like a lightweight. And that's a compliment.
Hand off the jab. Nieves trying to come back with some body shots.
The world has their eyes peeled right now on this fight. Because Inoue, those who have seen him
Just a little bit. Left hand to the body. Placement rather than power. Now combinations than any other top fighter in the world. And lands the second most per round of any top fighter in the world. Exceeded only
when
by
Inoue doesn't want him to punch. He's trying to time him in between. Whenever Inoue... This is where Inoue has had his way so far.
Good 1-2 by Inoue. Now Inoue sticking the jab. That's his game. I think at the end of the day, if there was Inoue just standing in, looking, waiting, and he launches again.
When one guy is coming up from below the flyweight division,
Behind the jab, like you just mentioned, so that's definitely an asset. He's all the right things. I just don't know if he can translate that physically.
Tries to deliver the body. Inoue did a great job of playing. And already we've seen one thing that some fighters wait a long time to learn. And the reputation is a great thing. He followed up with a looping right hand upstairs.
it's not a good idea to punch with a guy unless he's punching close.
He hasn't unfurled that one quite yet. Just missed with one.
Nieves tries to punch with Inoue to get his shot in there first. Inoue wants to wait a little bit to punch sometimes. Punch in between when he's waiting. Or you wait.
His father taught him well. He's fundamentally sound. And that power he has behind him.
Throws with power is obvious.
Inoue has never been knocked down technically ringside.
These guys are so
Regardless of what his opponent tries to do.
I think he bothered Nieves with that hard right hand.
warning clap and put him to the belt.
That's Say Nieves right there.
Naramdaman na ni Naoya Inoue na kaya nito ang suntok ni Nieves. Kaya naman nagagawa na nito na pumasok sa depensa ng kanyang kalaban. Hindi na nire-respeto ni Inoue ang lakas ng suntok ng kanyang kalaban na kung saan ay nakapokus na ito sa bawat suntok na kanyang pinapakawalan.
He has an Ike Corte-like jab, very piston-like.
And part of the key to his ability to do that is balance and timing. He seems always to be in the right position on his feet, and he throws when he wants to.
Accuracy. See that? I mean, Nieves has got his hands held. Fighter will allow him to do. But I think he does, even though it's only the 4th round out of 12, he does need to
Well, win or lose, it's a big week in one way for Nieves. He works at a PNC down a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was by design. I don't know if Inoue was resting or if he was trying to lick the punishment from the previous round and see how hurt he still is.
You see why he's called the monster. When a guy has fast hands,
Flexes are at their very height right now. That will be a problem down the stretch if he continues to fight.
Which are discouraging to Nieves. Well, it can happen toward the end of the last round, and you can see Nieves is ready,
But he's a pick-em type puncher, not necessarily a combination.
He'll respond to an opportunity. The banking company made clear that he's aware of the kid and knows that he's fighting. That can't hurt him. I mentioned that CompuBox has him throwing more jabs per round than any other top fighter in the sport, an average of 37 coming in as it was traveling through the air to give it a little bit lift over the top and get it down to the face.
now there's a lot of time between now and then, though.
Sometimes the game plan can go out the window quick. All of his sudden it doesn't.
He's a pick-em type puncher until he gets his guy hurt, and then he throws in combination.
I like that.
And yet it's coming out wrong because of what
It's just
Inoue.
really, really tough. Do you go technical or do you apply? Do you appeal to his heart? Do you motivate him?
Boxing is big. It's a big part of my life, but I've got an opportunity to do something. Round 3 of a schedule 12. See that Harold Letterman unofficially.
Pulls straight back from punches sometimes. He uses athletic ability to avoid punches and doesn't always...
We're talking a lot about the power of Inoue, but as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's the jab that's separate worth it to extend yourself and try to implement that game plan when you're getting hit heavy with heavy shots to the head and the body.
Opportunistic, Jim, as you said.
This is just a brilliant round.
Wow, it's a tough and unenviable position like you just mentioned to be in.
Well, it's not working, but come up with a better one right now.
I mean, the trainer's doing what he can do. He can only...
It's a heavy jab, meaning his weight comes out over his front foot when he throws it. Oh,
And it's, anyway, it seemed to me, took the first minute of this round off to allow Nieves to throw some punches and let his...
Inoue is trying to pick up where he left off. He knows Nieves was hurt in that last round.
and he wants him against the next level.
It remains to be seen. Inoue is only 24 years old, so his reflexes are type punches. He'll throw a jab, he'll throw a lead right hand, then he'll throw a 2 or 3 punch combination. He's steady.
Still gets that jab through. Really amazing job he's doing. Really nothing.
Inoue in Cleveland, and this week he was profiled in the Wall Street Journal.
Need to keep a close eye on Nieves. Nieves is a tough kid, but he is taking a lot of punishment right
Trying
now.
to lure Nieves into an exchange where he wouldn't have to try to open Nieves' defense. He could just,
In his early to mid-30s, he'll have to make those adjustments and modify his
fair
style.
for the opponent.
He just did something you occasionally see Gennady Golovkin do. He saw that as his banking career goes forward, and he said, I'm never going to give up my day job.
Responsible fighter.
Parusa na ang inaabot ni Nieves sa mga suntok ni Inoue na lumalapad sa kanyang katawan. Makikita po sa laban na ito ang layo at agwat ng kanilang kakayahan sa laban. Hindi din naman biro ang kakayahan ni Nieves bilang isang boksingero. Pero sa laban po kasi na ito, ay pinakita lamang ni Inoue kung bakit siya hinirang na the monster ng bansang Japan.
To end this fight, Jim.
For the knockout right now.
The referee has to keep a close look on Nieves in a minute.
A damaging thing to do. Like, why does he need to keep taking a lopsided fight? But in the middle of this very energetic card, I know he's not dazed in a way like he's... But why does he need to keep taking this?
Inoue stalking.
There it is.
Another body shot with the left hook. That one hurt thighs. It looks like Nieves is trying to find somewhere to hide in the ring, and he can't. Boxing, I don't care who you are, who you're fighting, where you've been brought up. Learn to throw the
Anymore. We're just waiting for the final hook to the body to end things. I don't know what's the...
Hiding the fact that he wants to throw that left to the body, so he can guard against that shot. He's got to switch it up, throw a right to Nieves, keeping that right hand glued to his side right there. That's why you got to switch it up.
team 1 and 2. His first loss in the last fight was a decision with which he
Through their imagination and really look devastating.
makes him around him with power shots. Nieves trying to slip away to the side, slip away to the side to change anything. Another left hook to the body. Anyway, listening to what Max Kellerman and Andre Ward say. Andre Ward against Sergey Kovalev. The legs go numb beneath the waist. The will goes away. The American audience know. Yes, I'm a star. I know I'm a star. You're going to see him to the body. Listen to the sound when those left-hand body shots
Still in the fight, but if you know what you're looking at, he's had enough.
the sport's most famous duos, including, of course, Felix Trinidad and his son. There are emotional implications when the side, and Inoue just keeps walking him down, gets him into position.
Cooler buzz the next, on Monday at work. And if he's
Another left to finish the fight.
putting his prey in front of him, so he's going to continue to throw that left hook to the body. And
Puro bodega ang pinunteriya ni Inoue na naging dahilan ng pagbagsak ng kanyang kalaban. Naramdaman na po nitong sina Inoue na may kahinaan ng katawan ng kanyang kalaban. Kaya naman hindi na po tinigilan nitong si Inoue ang katawan ni Nieves na kung saan ito ang kanyang pinupunteriya na patamaan ng madidiing suntok.
Thud. You can hear that all over the arena here at the Stud
against Kovalev, when you saw that, you went right there, and here Inoue has him ready to go to the body. Yep, there it is.
First time down as a pro for Nieves. First time in the ring with a fighter like Naoya Inoue. Comes from me. In the ring. Come to me. Come to me. I'm ready for
It's
the
only going to get worse as this fight progresses. Big
right hand to the body.
from Inoue
What
right
a vicious shot.
I think Inoue has to put Nieves away here in this round or next. Business in his career is just a kind of sameness to every round.
On the band of the body right now. He'll protect the head, but the body can't move. Experience from Inoue, only having 13 fights. Good right hand right there.
He knows what's going on internally in his ribcage.
The left hook to the body. It will win you more fights than any other weapon.
He did not win by
Mosley. Over and over and over. The sledgehammer left to the body. Can't find it. As Inoue continues to track him down, pin him against the ropes,
and rematch in the main event. This is his American TV
Save
game.
from himself.
Yeah, this corner said, hey, I'll stop it if it gets to... No, he's not. You need to stop it now. You need to see your guy unable.
And there's another one. Against Oscar De La Hoya, Arturo Gatti against Leonard Doreen. How many times have you seen it? You land that left
Body, it'll be wide open.
That's what he did. He threw the right to the body. And Neves looked at him like, wait a minute, you're allowed to do that?
Neves has had enough. If you want that shot, you gotta go away and then come.
Sa huli ay sumuko na lamang itong Amerikanong si Nieves dahil sa hindi na po kasi nito kinaya ang tagalan ang mga suntok nitong sina Uya Inoue. Kaya naman nanalo itong si Inoue by a round 6 technical knockout. Ngayon mga idol, sunod naman natin ang sinasabi ni Inoue na pinakamahirap niyang laban na kinaharap. At ito na nga ay nung unang pagtatapat nitong si Inoue at ang ating kababayan na si 4 Division World Champion Nonito, the Filipino Flash, Donaire.
Opposite him represents the younger Verdi over a deck. WBA Super. 30 seconds. Try and force into his 30s. Stiff right hand lands that time. Benet comes back with that feint hook. Both men exchange it. The WBO strap when they go, they win. Warning signs for him that if he does overcommit, well with him. Bring back for this one. Favour. Stand there. Who was the trendsetter 3 years of his career. Lovely. So many knockouts, 16 K's him off balance. It's Donaire Herking. Hope to plant his feet. He knows he carries the power. Donaire naturalification of fight. IPF, that will suit up. Right there. Isn't able to read, but he's walking through them so far. And he does it into that second half. In his angle, stepping to the left and right. Second that, you know, the 45 fights that he's had for Inoue, like Donaire, some negative seeds, flyweight, all those years of matching his footwork, keeping it to the body. Donaire really is, you know, that's someone that brings, but Donaire, that's putting pressure on and coming forwards, landing left, cut the rip through opponents en route to the left hook, just. But I'm sure someone like confident in his own good stuff. The short left in and again, Providence got those hands high for the B2. Not an easy decade now as well. Crisp dots, you see every time Inoue full of power, right, kind of pace he would have wanted. Inoue dictating half of the contest, not having to have done much. 4 rounds have gone. But as you say, Inoue just hit it with the there is he's up to try and pick his count there. His hand took the fact that Inoue, absolute animal, but how this contest has got a long time training up to gets him out of Rigondo in the championship round one bit we haven't seen before. Head and body. There you go, see the jab over the top of right hand. Through this 5th round, past the test so far. Worth both of them, and just as we say, the right hand lands, and it's Nonito back with the left hook. So this is Donaire seeing coming, but his legs are moments to the bell as Inoue. Check left hook from Donaire. At this point, because he knows the power not to weigh, because perhaps we expected it from over a decade. He's carried extremely good power. Superb. 5.5 rounds. And the old champion still Inoue starting to, given the leather that he's taking to take us into the second half of the fight, way up. It just takes one move forward. Quick, very spiked. Fair to say yeah, the spot planting his foot. See the patterns of move. Vita notice of how the greats have fought, the likes of Roberto Duran from there. Maintain that. Is thinking, both letting this shot had gone down. I don't know what the odds would have been on it. Wouldn't have got much though. Inoue again with Emma managing it so far. Reminds him why his reputation as a puncher is as it is. Uppercut, could that be a problem? Right. Right hand, he brings full power in the right hand. The left eye to swell. A little, the punch lands. Just a little bit different. Oh! Down to right hand from Nonito. All eyes are on him. Into the battle. Really show difficult circumstances. We know hungry puncher as Donaire was all those who not 100% and definitely with Donaire and Inoue firing back and arguing. You've probably got everybody telling classing you as one of the in himself. Down counter Kim, and this is good stuff from Inoue. Side Donaire goes a little flat foot. Oh, good. And this is now Inoue's round. Oh, and again. He hurt Donaire on the right hand. Donaire just inching back for the first time in the round. Championship rounds. Right. Oh, Inoue will sense the shots landing clean. Donaire, love his good stuff. Donaire desperately trying to get back on that. He's yet to hold though. This is the home crowd now. Really get behind him. And they love him. Oh, he's counting now.
for only the third, and the referee
Really
tries to
hurt.
hang on. Inoue 11 rounds, but is this the end?
What a
Sit inside Tama as Inoue opens up. But his start will have seemed like an age for Inoue.
in there to let some big shots of his own go.
Long left there.
Credit. Big shots.
Experts to his work anyway. It's just this where age and he's got this ball to boxing over the last nearly two.
Inducts into the Hall of Fame. It's a good fit.
Of course, the fans will want, given the legendary team, they will want him to finish.
Hats off to both guys. Fantastic stuff.